So, hey guys, so this is gonna be a little bit weird because I'm kind of at the speed run this again. My platoon ended up getting corrective training, which included lots of push-ups, lots of sit-ups, running back and forth. You learn in the military, you can get corrective training for the most randomest reasons. So I gotta be back in formation at 12:45. So I gotta finish this up a little bit earlier than usual. But as I mentioned before, this is at the end. I just gotta finish this section, then write a conclusion. So when I'm officially out of work, I'll write the conclusion, then we'll go from there. But yeah, like we got corrective training, and yeah, I'm not trying to get messed up again because my arms hurt. And they say in the army, the chow is mighty fine. Okay. Anyways, I believe I have to talk about compulsionary impulse theory. I believe that was it. Let me just read this over again. Give me a sec. It's already been a long day. It's only 12 o'clock. Jesus Christ. Let's see. All right. Battler's logic isn't neutral. It's not detached analysis or pure instinct. It's armor. The detective role, the rules of mystery, the endless debates about witches. These are frameworks he clings to when the emotional world becomes too unbearable to endure. Because if he can master the game board, if he can prove every riddle has an answer, then maybe the pain he feels, the guilt, confusion, the fear can be overwritten. Yeah, it kind of is compulsionary impulse theory. No, it would be control, actually. Give me a minute to think. Well, at least today I was able to get the majority of horror done. I'm actually on the case studies now. I'm on the Resident Evil 0 section, so do Resident Evil 0, do System Shock 2, then I'll do the horror analysis, horror movie analysis, then conclusion. That's it. We're done. This will be uploaded by Sunday. Sorry for the wait on that one, but work shenanigans. All right, so I actually did refresh on compulsionary control theory. So just give me a second to figure out what I need to write here. Okay. There are times where I'm just sitting down, not doing anything. Hurry up and wait for hours and hours. This is where I just research everything. So if this is where all my, and I quote, knowledge comes from, it's just me not doing anything for hours. If I can actually fucking spell today, jeez. It's S-A-F. Yeah. I gotta keep on checking my phone. To be honest, that's the best way we can actually like describe that. As I mentioned before, we're already way past the event horizon now, so I can I can delve into a little bit of speculatory shenanigans here. Not that crazy. Like, even I have my own standards. I don't like theories. Theories just go all over the place because you can put yourself in a very deep rabbit hole that you cannot escape from. Compensatory control theory suggests that when people feel helpless, they turn to other systems to restore a sense of order. So, if you want to be cute about it, Balor uses his logic to feel safe. Yeah, he's not using logic to find the truth. He's using it to feel safe. Yeah, that's all speculatory right there. I'm just thinking that'll work. We could tie that into Blue Troop as well, I guess. And again, this is why I don't like going into rabbit holes because, well, if you come up with one explanation, you got to explain the next one, then the next one, then the next one. So slippery slope. Like if you say some completely like crazy shit, something might come up that's even more crazier than that. So okay. And like I said, when I'm out of work, I'll come back and I'll finish this. I just don't want to take any chances because my arms hurt. So, Battler. With this uniform on, I'm still on duty, so just give me a sec. Give me one sec. Let me just respond to this. Give me 1 minute. Almost done. Because I don't want to get in trouble, so I gotta respond to this. Alright. Sorry about that. Okay. So he's using it to feel sick. Valor isn't using logic to seek truth. He's using it to feel safe. Okay. He's using it to feel safe. So every blue truth he constructs is a scaffolding. I have an idea, but I might be shooting myself in the foot. But I don't have a lot of time to actually like sit down and like debate this in my dome. So I'll write it. I'll come back later when I actually don't have to worry about getting like my ass kicked at work. Then we'll fix it. But I have an idea. I just don't know if it's the best thing to do right now. I have to really like. I'll think about that when I'm back, but that might have to. That probably will definitely have to be fixed. Tyler's logic isn't neutral. It's not detached analysis of pure intellect, it's armor, the detective role, the rules of mystery, the endless debates about witches. These are frameworks he clings to when the emotional world becomes too unbearable to endure. Because if he can master the game board, if he can if he can prove every riddle has an answer, then maybe the pain he feels, the guilt, the confusion, the fear can be overwritten. This is where psychology gives us insight. Compensatory, compensatory control theory suggests that when people feel helpless, they turn to other systems to restore a sense of order. Valor isn't using logic to seek truth; he's using it to feel safe. So, to give an example of compensatory control theory is like, let's just say I'm going through some tough times right now. What do? I seek help from a trained professional. I see a therapist, a psychiatrist, like shit like that. So every blue truth he constructs is scaffolding. Every denial of magic is a way to say, if I control the terms of reality, then I can't be hurt by it. I really have to. I'm probably gonna change that. I like it, but I don't like it. Just because I'm technically speedrunning this. This whole thing right now is a speed run because, yeah, I don't want to get in trouble at work if I come late. We already got corrective training today. I don't even want to take chances because the day's not over. But as game boards continue, the mysteries grow more personal. In logic, once his shield begins to crack. Okay. All this Zelda music, it really makes you wonder why I haven't done it. But I'm not gonna jump the gun because there's too much retcons. There's only so much I can swallow. Pause. But yikes, there's too much retcons in like Zelda. Okay. I got like a couple minutes left. If I at least finish this up in the next 5 minutes, we can just do the conclusion stream when I get back out of work. Right. But as the game boards continue, the mysteries grow more personal and logic. Once his shield begins to crack, the illusion begins to fail. Well, excuse me. What Battler learns is devastating. Rules won't save him, mystery won't protect them, and truth isn't about control. Truth isn't about control. About recognition. No, actually, no. As part of his journey shifts him not from the skeptic to believer, but from controller to participant. But from controller to participant. There we go. So he no longer needs to dictate. Wait, what? Why? Or whatever word. He no longer needs to. Fuck. I lost my train of thought. He no longer needs to dictate the shape of the world so he can feel secure in it. He would just have to face it with everything he has. Okay, this off. I gotta read this. Hold on. Valor's logic isn't neutral. It's not detached analysis of pure intellect. It's armor. The detective role. The rules of mystery. The endless debates about witches. These are frameworks he clings to when the emotional world becomes too unbearable to endure. Because if he can master the game board, if he can prove every riddle has an answer, then maybe the pain he feels, the guilt, the confusion, the fear can be overwritten. This is where psychology gives us insight. Compensatory control theory suggests that when people feel helpless, they turn to other systems to restore a sense of order. Valor isn't using logic to seek truth, he's using it to feel safe. So every blue truth he constructs is scaffolding. Each denial of magic is a way to say, if I control the terms of reality, then I can't be hurt by it. I'm still gonna probably change that. But as the game boards continue, the mysteries grow more personal, and logic, once his shield begins to crack, the illusion begins to fall, fail. The illusion begins to fail. What Battler learns is devastating. Rules won't save him, mystery won't protect him, and truth isn't about control, it's about recognition. This part of his journey shifts not from skeptic to believer, but from controller to participant. He no longer needs to dictate the shape of the world so he can feel safe in it. He only needs to face it with everything he has. He just needs to face it with everything he has. I don't like the way that. I don't like the way I ended that. I'm gonna add another. I'm gonna add a better sentence to end that with. Oh, shouldn't chance it. Okay. All right. So I'll think of a sentence to put on my way walking back over there because work is right across the street. But I shouldn't take any chances because, like I mentioned before, we already got corrective training today, and the day's still not over, so they can just fuck us up later. So this is the end of section 11. I just gotta find a better sentence to end this with. When I get back, we'll write the conclusion, and this is done, officially done. So as soon as I'm done uploading the horror running video, which will probably be maybe tomorrow if I'm lucky, we'll start the video on this. So good stuff. We're at the finish line. As soon as I get out of work, we'll wrap this up, and that's it. Just be on the lookout for this. Anyways, I'll see people later. I gotta get to work, or else I'm gonna get smoked again. Have a good rest of your